Most importantly, highlight the fact that I have a mother who's very proud. She's sitting right here in the front row. And if there is a cardiologist in the room, you need to come up to the front because in a little while from now, she may not be doing so well. But my mother and father are so proud, and I'm so proud that it makes them proud. My dad is here also. He's been a guiding light in my life. He turned me into a funeral director. I was a funeral director before I was a police officer. However, when I became a police officer, I never went back because the police officer is such a great profession. Such a great profession. And I gotta tell you, I began my career in 1985. 10 years later, in 1995, I became chief of police. And for those law enforcement people in this room, and there's many of them, and there's many, many of them with more years of experience than I've been alive, you know it doesn't happen that way. You don't become chief of police in 10 years. I am so blessed, and I am so appreciative of the fact that I have the opportunity to be here tonight and to be recognized as a president of a Chiefs Association. It's unbelievable. Colonel Fuentes gave the keynote remarks, and my first indication that Colonel Fuentes was even a state trooper was about, I'm going to guess about 8 or 9 years ago. I was at a wedding for my niece, and a guy named Jim Sweeney, his daughter-in-law was marrying his son, and a state trooper led the entourage down the aisle. And there was this lone bagpiper with a skirt on. And I never thought that I would grow up to love men in skirts, but I love that man, and I love these Bergen County pipes and guns, and I know you do as well. I want to thank all the sponsors that made this possible. You know, without our corporate sponsors, without the people that bring us together and give us the resources necessary to have conferences like this, it wouldn't happen, like Mr. Stu Crunchman and all the many others, Verizon Wireless, and there's many, many others. I can't get into that right now. But I'm very, very proud, and I'm very, very proud that I can stand here in front of my family. I have a brother. My brother's even luckier than me. He's an OBGYN doctor. And he brought his whole firm over here to comprehensive women's health care. We got a table of gynecologists here. And believe me, I never wanted to bring that pink Cadillac into that thing, but God bless you guys. You guys are great. And Eddie, I'm very, very proud of you. Very, very proud of my family. I have 3 lovely daughters. They're right here. I have my extended family, my extended friends. It takes up like the whole 100 seats over here. And I'm very, very sorry if you got to sit on the outside or maybe even in the hallway, but I was walking along the boardwalk the last 3 days and I kept inviting people to the event. But I have a special relationship, and it's not because of who I am. It's because of our relationship with one another. Again, there's over 500 people in this room, and you know, I know you in some way or another. You know, God didn't give me the best audio reception, but He did give me a heart that cares, a heart that's genuine, and a heart that says, I was, I guess, blessed to be in the position that I am today, and I'll never forget that. And I guess how I continue to go on is because about 20 some odd years ago, I met a girl in high school. Her name was Chris Florentino. And I married that young woman. And with that, I thought, I know, this is not about me, it's about her. This is why I have so many friends, because they want to be around me, but they want to see her. Just last week, I was at a 8th grade graduation ceremony in Brook. The vice principal got up and he said a few remarks, and he said something that was totally remarkable, but I believe in it. I truly believe in it. And his father gave him this remark, and unfortunately his father had a tragic accident and died, but his father said to him, and he said it at this ceremony, you know what, you know how you measure a successful person? It's not in terms of the money that's in your wallet. It's in terms of the guy or woman who's whistling on the way to work. And I thought about that, and I said, you know what, there's so many times that I would wake up in the morning, I'd go into my bathroom, and I'd start whistling. And my oldest daughter, Shana, would come in the room from being awakened from this whistling, and she would say, Dad, please stop the whistling. And it's a true story, but it's a true story to tell you that I'm a whistler. I've been whistling for so many